Hey everyone, welcome to the May book haul. It's the second time I tried to film it. I tried to film it a minute ago and I was almost done and my memory card's like, oh, you're out of memory. And I'm like, how can I be out of memory? I just deleted everything, apparently not. Anywho, it is June, I believe, no, that's not what I wanted. June, when it's summer, I don't know anything. 5th. It's Wednesday, June 5th. Um, so, yes, I know this is a different background. I am house sitting at my brother's. I've been here since May 28th, essentially. And I brought all these books with me so I could film this haul so it wouldn't be too late. Because I get to leave Friday, June 7th. They get back into town then. But I do have quite a few stacks. I have like a garage sale stack. I have bargain books from Amazon, used books from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, and then at the end my the ones I'm most excited about. I'm excited about a lot of these, but two I'm really excited about. Save for the end. Yay. So let's start with the garage sale books and hopefully get through this. This may be a two-part video because y'all know my videos can't go over 10 minutes. And I've been cooped up here by myself for the most part. I haven't really gotten out. I had a flat tire for a few days. My mom had to come save me one day. I am an hour away from home, so all my friends are an hour away. One did come visit me Saturday, and another came and visited me Sunday for a little bit. But essentially, I've been by myself and no one to talk to with the cats and dogs. So I may ramble a bit, like I am now, because I'm so happy to talk, even though I'm just talking to a camera. Anywho, first book I got, these first books are from a garage sale. There's 3, and they were $1 a piece. They're not necessarily ones I ever wanted to read. One I never even heard of, which is the first one I'll show you. But for $1, what the hell? And the first one is Sandra Brown's Rainwater. I think this is a romance novel. I'm not sure. I've read mostly her crime novels, which are really good. I read one of her romance novels on accident because I bought it thinking she only wrote crime novels. I missed the part at the top where it said it's a love story. But I think that this might be one of those. I'm not entirely sure. It's pretty short. Should be a quick, easy summer read. Yeah. The next one I bought is Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates. I really didn't like the movie. The movie really pissed me off. Kate Winslet's character, just wanted to smack her upside the head. So I'm thinking maybe this will piss me off too. But I really would like to compare it to the movie. That's what I like to do, is compare. And then the third one is a true crime book, and it's Dismembered. It's by a couple different people. He was a local, well, I don't know how local he was, but yes, I live in Louisiana, and he was a Louisiana serial killer. He's one actually people down here don't know about. Like, I never knew about him. Most people down here know about, what's his face? Derek Todd Lee. Well, that's how he got caught. They were finding the people he had killed, and they were blaming it on Derek Todd Lee, and he got jealous. Like, jealous that they were giving his murders to another. I was like, really? That's how he ended up, I think, getting caught ultimately, was his pride. Whatever. Sickening. But, I do like to read true crime once in a while, so yes, should be interesting to read. The next few books I have to show you are from the Amazon bargain bin. For those who do not know, and you should know, Amazon has a bargain bin. They don't update it too often, but every once in a while they'll throw a book in there, and it's just like, I have to have that. So, I'm going to show that one. That's the one I was most excited about. The first two I got, I think, are contemporaries. I'm pretty sure. And the first one is Keeping You a Secret, and it's by Julianne Peters. And I think this is a same-sex romance. I think it's 2 girls. They meet in high school. I'm pretty sure that they're in high school. And they just fall in love. Like, they don't plan it. I don't think they know they're interested in the same sex before this. I'm not entirely sure. But I am going to read it and review it because I haven't seen anybody else talk about it. But it was like $3, and I figured, what the hell? Let's get it. The next one is Willow by Julia Hoban. I've heard so many mixed reviews. This is one I was never going to pay full price for, but it was $3, and I figured for $3 I can form my own opinion. But I've heard good, bad, yeah. So I'm hoping I'm at least a yeah, because if it's bad, I'll be really upset. Text message. Hunger Games whistle. My mom laughs at me. The next 3 books are the first 3 books in the series, and it's a series I've been wanting to read, and I've been holding off because I didn't want to pay for the hardcovers, even though I prefer hardcover. But then the paperbacks were really cheap, so I went ahead and got them. And the first 2 were $3. The last one was $4. First 2 were $3. Okay, whatever. The first one is Lockdown, and this is the Escape from the Furnace series, and it's by Alexander Gordon Smith. I've heard like really good things about this. So the first one's Lockdown. Then you have Solitary, which is book 2. I always feel like somebody's watching me. And then Death Sentence is the third one. So I'm really excited to read those. The next book is one that I've heard everybody on BookTube and Goodreads and everything talking about, and I've just been kind of like, meh, I'll get to it. But it was for $7.20 in the bargain bin, and it was hardcover. So if you've been wanting to read it, you wanted to get it a little cheaper for hardcover, go to Amazon, snatch it up before it's gone. Because once it's gone, it's gone. And it's Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. It's the first book in his Fair Assassin trilogy. And it's so pretty. Look at it. It's so pretty. I think the second book's not this pretty, but it's pretty. So yes, I went ahead and picked it up for that cheap price so I could have it. Next, I have a few books I bought used on Amazon. I do like to shop used. I need to buy bargain books, which is mostly what you'll see. And the first one I got is the fourth book, I believe, in the Cousins War series. The first ones are the White Queen, the Red Queen, I don't know which order they go in, and the Lady of the Rivers. This is the fourth one. It's by Philippa Gregory, and it's the Kingmaker's Daughter. The cover doesn't exactly match the first two. It's just a crown, where the other ones have people on it, and it's all pretty with like the filigree. This one doesn't. But yeah, whatever. So yes, I hope I like this series, because now I have the first 4 in it, and it's just like I'm in it now. I've invested money in this. I have to like it, and I paid like $4 for that total. Next, I bought the third book in the Fallen series, which is Passion by Lauren Kate. I read the first one. I didn't like it until like the last 20, 30 pages. You know, it picked up just enough in those last few pages to make me go like, okay, now what happens? I did film a May TBR, and I was supposed to read Torment, which is the second book, but I didn't upload that video, and I didn't read that book, so I only read one book in May. One, and I hated it so much that I have been in a slump since. Like, I gave it away. I gave it to my friend. I was like, you couldn't read it. I hate it. I'm glad I only paid $3 for it at Books A Million a few months back. The next 2 books are the first and third book in the Horatio Hornblower series. This is, you know, these books are set during the Napoleon Wars. Well, not necessarily. Some of them are during the Napoleon Wars. Some of them are, like, the French Revolution. And, like, it's in that time period. And it follows your character, Horatio Hornblower, from when he first enters the Navy until he becomes an admiral. So the series follows him. A&E did a miniseries. That's how I knew about it, and I loved it. And one year my brother bought me the 5th book for my birthday. And ever since then, I've just had the one. And then I found the second one in a used bookstore. So then I was like, let me go ahead and order these to try to start filling it in. There's 10 books total, and I need to fill them in. I only have 2. So I went ahead and bought the first one, which is Mr. Midshipman Hornblower, which is when he first enters the Royal Navy. And the second one is Hornblower and the Hotspur. Well, this is the third one. I'm sorry. I already had the second one. So yes. And there's like 10 books. I don't know. I'll read them eventually. Next up, I have, and I paid full price for both of these, I have Purity by Jackson Pierce. I've read Sisters Red and Sweetly by Jackson Pierce, and I very much enjoyed them, but I wanted to read something by her that wasn't part of her fairy tale retelling series. So I bought this to read, and it's really short. This should be a nice, easy summer read. So, yes. I do have As You Wish by her, but I haven't read it yet. I'll get to it. And then I bought the third book in the fairy tale retelling series, which is Fathomless. I really liked Sisters Red. I enjoyed Sweetly well enough, and I like how each book kind of falls into each other and they link to each other. Like how the wolves showed up in the second book, and they're all the seashells, so you knew that was leading up to this. And I'm kind of curious to see what carried over from the second book into this book, or possibly the first book into this book. I'd held off buying this because I was really hoping they'd release the cover to match the first 2, because the covers are so dramatically different, but they did not. That really upsets me, but whatever. The 4th book's coming out in November, so I was like, I have to get it, and I have to read it, and I have to be prepared for the 4th book. Alright, next we went to Barnes & Noble. We went to 2 Barnes & Noble stores, or Barnes & Noble. And from the first one, I picked up, you're going to laugh at me, but don't judge me, The Periodic Table, The Exploration of the Elements. I'm a science nerd. This excites me, and it does, and it talks about just everything. So, really interested. And the second one I bought from there was Spooky South, and it's just tales of hauntings, strange happenings, and other local lore. And I think there's like a story from each of these states: Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. So yeah, I'm from Louisiana again. I think I mentioned that earlier. But yeah, so that's what I got from the one Barnes & Noble I went to. And y'all, I had an arm full of dorky books, like science books, and my friend was just laughing at me because I am a nerd. Then we went to the big Barnes & Noble around here. There's one that's a lot bigger than the other, obviously. And they had a table that said 2 for $8. So I was like, okay. And they had a few books on there I wanted, but like I said, I'm broke, so I just was like, let me just get 2. So I picked up Pirate Latitude by Michael Crichton. I've been eyeballing this book since it came out. I think it came out after he died, but I think it's the last book he completed on his own. Like, I think he finished it. Whereas I think the last book that came out from him, Micro, he only completed half of it, and somebody else had to go in and complete it. So yes, I got it for $4. Very exciting, good deal, good deal. Next book is one I saw at the bookstore when it first came out also. I was just walking through and the cover got me, and I was like, ooh, I want to read that, that's pretty, but I never buy it because I wasn't paying $30 for it. But I did pay $4 for it at Barnes & Noble, and that's Angelology by Danielle Trussani. Yeah. And I believe the second book either just came out or is coming out later this year, Angelopolis. I don't know. Sorry, I have to go down and get my other stack. Then we went to Books A Million. Yes, this is all on the same day. We went to 2 Barnes & Noble and to Books A Million because we were sad like that. And this first book I was reading, the cover grabbed me. And I was reading the back, and it sounds like Fallen without the angels. You know, the Lauren Kate, whatever her name is, book. And it's a girl, Lucy, and a boy named Daniel. Yeah, isn't her name Luce? Okay, that's what I thought. I think her name's Lucy in this life. I think her past name's been Sophia. But anyhows, they always meet, and they're always drawn together, and she never really remembers him, but he remembers her. And it just sounded like that. So I was like, for $4, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. But it is My Name is Memory by Anne Brashers. This is an adult novel. This was in the adult section. Oh, no, wait, it may not be. It may be a young adult. Oh. She wrote Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Oh, well, hot dog. I didn't know. I'd never read that, so I wouldn't know. But yeah. So it's by her, so I guess it is YA. So I'm curious to read this and see if it is a lot like that. Hopefully it's better, because I really didn't like Fallen. Okay, next up is a book my friend showed me. She's like, I just bought this, and it's, you know, whatever. And it is an adult novel, I do know that. And it's The Lost Gate by, what is his name? Orson Scott Card. And it was only $5. But look at the cover. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Pretty. I have no clue what it's about. I read the back and I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And then whatever. Alright, and the last book I picked up from Barnes & Noble, again, is kind of my dorky thing, you know, whatever. And it's Haunting Evil by Guy Walters, and it was $7. It's a Nazi book. Nazi war criminals who something in the quest to bring them to justice, I guess. The sticker's on the way. So, I'm very interested in the Holocaust. It just fascinates me that you know, happened and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. I like to read about that kind of stuff, as morbid as it is. Alright. We are down to the last 2 things I have to show you. And these are the 2 books I'm so excited about. Well, not necessarily 2 books. It's 5 books. But the 2 things I'm so excited about. And this first one, I have waited so long for this book. It's not even funny. So long. And it's Inferno by Dan Brown. And I haven't read it yet. Because like I said, I've been in a reading slump since I read that really crappy book at the beginning of May. Choker by Elizabeth Woods. I hated it. It was awful. Anyway. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh my goodness gracious. And I waited like 4 or 5 years for this book. Whenever the last one came out. And yes, I paid full price. I ordered it. I pre-ordered it. Oh, I didn't pay $30 for it though. I bought it on Amazon for like $19. So if you bought it in the bookstore, it's $30. I bought it for $19. But, you know, I paid more than $5 for it. Oh my goodness. So exciting. So hopefully I get to read that really soon. And then this I did not buy. This was a birthday present from a friend of mine. And I am super, super, super excited. I have been wanting to read this for so long. And it is the first 4 books of the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. Look at it, look at it. What made me mad is I've been looking for these books in hardcover, primarily the first book, and could never find it. So I was just like, okay, well that's okay, you know. So she picked me up this one. So I was like, I'll just get them all in this collection. And lo and behold, we go to the bookstore like 2 weeks later, and they have them all on hardcover on display for like $15 a piece. I was like, but that's okay. I do love this. I am so stoked to read this. I am just beyond excited. And no, I do not watch Game of Thrones because I don't have it. I don't have HBO. Yeah. But it's okay. Who needs HBO when you have the book? The book. So stop talking about things. Now I know about things I shouldn't know. It's not going to be a surprise. So that is it for May, because it's now officially June. And I am ashamed. This is shameful. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. That's really all I got to say. So bye.